All right, welcome back to TV5 News at 9, everyone. It's time now for Education Matters. We're here with Dr. Craig Douglas, and thank you so much for coming in, Dr. Douglas. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. It's good to be here. How are you doing today, Blake?
I am doing great.
Good.
And I know lots of other people out here doing great because back to school season is in full swing, and high school sports also comes with that. So today we're talking about setting up student athletes for success. Of course, we want them to be happy and healthy. So Dr. Douglas, the importance of warm-ups and cool-downs, why is that so important for a student athlete, especially given that they're still growing?
So I looked up a quote in preparation for this morning. Yogi Berra infamously said that 90% of baseball is mental and the other half is physical. So the reason for stretching and proper warm-ups and cool-downs is both. It's physical and it's mental. So the physical part, and I'm not an anatomy guy, but you've got muscle groups and such that need to be stretched so they don't get injured, to avoid injury. And then the cool down phase is to help prevent injury and promote healing. So it's a physical aspect. It's also mental. So when everybody's circled up and they're doing stretches together as a team, it's a team focus. And so there's an opportunity for reflection of the athlete in terms of the importance of the team. All those things that coaches talk about, right, at practice sessions, it really does transpire on the athletic field.
And there's a purpose for it. So,
and I'm going to be the first to admit, I probably didn't understand the importance of it when I was younger. But now in my senior years, I understand it very much. Just came from the Y. First thing I did, I stretched.
Absolutely. Very good. So also in relation to that, something that's really important for teenagers, but also student athletes, is sleep. So how can parents make sure that their student athlete or teen is getting the rest that they need?
I certainly am not prepared to say parents must do such and such. But I think some ideas that parents may consider would be to sit down and talk with their student athlete about the importance, the value, kind of do a cost and benefit of lack of sleep, and use some logic. It's an opportunity for a teachable moment to help inform the student athletes so it helps to carry over and make sense. But also there are some tracking devices where actually that stuff can be logged and charted. Again, I'm not a sleep expert, but I think a restful sleep is important, and that means a deep sleep, uninterrupted sleep, not hitting the snooze button every day like I do, but having uninterrupted sleep. All that's important to promote wellness for the student athlete. I mean, what's the goal? You want the student athlete to have a successful and injury-free experience.
Speaking of, this leads right into our next question. You know, a lot of athletes or people who are athletic say no pain, no gain. And so why should they really kind of not follow that mentality and pay attention to their body?
It's a fine line, in my opinion, between normal aches and pains and fatigue and what could be a looming injury. So I would encourage parents to encourage their student athletes to consult with the athletic trainer if there's one on site. Certainly the coaches and the coaching staff have experience in injury prevention. Ice is always a great first step remedy for almost any ache or pain. It almost always helps promote healing, and if the injury doesn't seem to relax or go away, that may be a warning sign that it's a more serious kind of injury. So there's a lot of trial and error involved. The bottom line is kind of the Olivia Newton-John song, listen to your body, listen to what your body's saying, take the cues from your body and act accordingly, and try not to be a hero. Try not to play through the pain. That old school mentality just simply doesn't work.
And briefly, before we wrap things up, of course we want to talk about a good balance between sports and your schoolwork. So how can they do that?
So you've done a great job of saying schools are about to resume, so that means everybody has a 4-point grade point right now, right? So you want your student athlete to maintain that attitude of excellence that they want on the athletic field, on the playing surface, but also in the classroom. So that means taking a commitment right out of the gate to be a good, strong student, because it's a sad commentary when we see an athlete excel, but then not able to actually step forward because of a grade issue or credit issue.
Right. Well, this was very helpful. Thank you, Dr. Douglas, for coming in, sharing your tips.
We wish all of our athletes a great season ahead.
Absolutely. Can't wait to check it out. And for more information about today's topic, just check out the lifestyle page on WNEM.com.